He's got the Jets hat. The lid looks good. And,
Yeah.
man, Jermaine, now you've had a few minutes to soak all this in, but I want you to please tell our listeners, like, ever since you got picked, have you had a chance to even catch your breath yet, man? I mean, is this like, I'll give you a second if you need it. I mean, but this is crazy. They're moving you around quite a bit, right?
Yeah, definitely going through the run around a little bit, man. But, I'm at the NFL draft, and I just got selected by the New York Jets. I couldn't be more excited, and I ain't got no complaints right now.
When the trade went down, kind of what was going through your mind? Was there any inclination? How quickly did the phone call happen? Just tell me about the what kind of took place for you.
Literally as soon as the it was announced, I was getting the call, and as soon as I heard it, I just knew that it was me. Joe Douglas and Coach Sala, they told me they were going to come get me, and that's what they did. So it's pretty awesome.
That's awesome. Well, during the pre-draft process, you obviously go through things in your head about what teams may draft you. What was your interaction with the New York Jets, and did you think there was a pretty good opportunity that with one of these first-round picks, and obviously moving up to get you 3 of them now, that you would end up being in the Big Apple?
Man, I had a pretty good idea. It just was a family feel, and it was very organic, that visit, and every conversation I've had with every member, of that organization. It felt very different from all my other visits, and it was like, I was definitely thinking like I'm going to be a Jet.
When you say organic,
Yeah.
tell us, what do you mean when you're saying that word?
We were just having conversation, man. Like it felt like there was no business involved.
Right.
I was just hanging out with the guys, and definitely felt like I was already a member of the team and already on the roster.
Yeah, so you felt that early on. It was just they told you how we would use you. Hey, this is what we envision you in our system. What are they thinking? Is it defensive end? Is it a little outside linebacker? Because you're very versatile. How do they see you, though?
They see I can do many things, but they definitely see me at the end, defensive end, and definitely making noise. And obviously, in any other way I can help the team, that's what I'm going to be doing.
Florida State's Jermaine Johnson with us here on SiriusXM NFL Radio. Take us through your morning. Did you sleep well last night? I mean, we caught up with you yesterday at the Play 60 event. Very relaxed.
Yeah.
You're having a great time. Hopefully the rest of your day went just as well. And tell us about today. How much sleep did you get, and how did you try to pass the time before all this process began?
I didn't really get much sleep. This is a long road for me, and yesterday it was tomorrow was going to be the big day for me. So I was just like my mind's racing, and I was just. I think it worked out perfectly.
So last night, did you get any sleep? Was it something that you kind of just sat back and said, my life's going to change tomorrow, and no matter what happens, I'm okay with it?
Yeah, 100%. I'm a man of faith, and, I knew I was going to be wherever I was supposed to be at. I wouldn't be here without God, and I wouldn't be out here without my wonderful support system.
Any concerns when you start getting into the mid-20s that maybe you're not going to be picked in round one? Especially there was so much hype about you.
Yeah.
And listen, it's media hype, so take it for what it's worth, okay?
Right.
I get it. But you're sitting there. Any concerns about that at all? Does it go through your head at all? You're just a positive person. You don't even care.
Man, I'm a positive person. You guys are aware of my journey, and, I'm at the NFL draft, and, I was just enjoying it all. And I'm with my family, and, it's just a surreal moment being able to sit there with all the people that helped you get to where you are.
One thing I always say is that I remember when I got the phone call.
Yeah.
And literally, no lie, I've always said that my football life flashed before me.
Yeah.
Like I saw myself all the way from Pop Warner, then high school, college. And it was like, wow, this is the moment. For you, what was that first emotion, that first thought when that phone call rang and they said, hey, Jermaine, we want you to be a New York Jet?
It's happening. It was worth it. It was all worth it. My journey has been crazy, and it was just like, I made it. It's finally, it was worth it, and not to mention it being the Jets, and how perfect of a fit it is. So I couldn't be more excited.
Can we put an asterisk by this Georgia having 6 defensive players taken in round one?
Yeah.
It really should be 7 in a way, right? Because your journey went through there. That's a remarkable thing. And I know you're a Florida State Seminole, through and through. I get that. But, man, when you're seeing your former teammates, from having transferred from the Bulldogs, did you think 6 guys could go? And Kobe Dean is still out there.
Yeah.
And, he's going early in round 2.
Oh, man. It's funny because just being at practice, you look around and it's like we have an NFL roster at practice, and all those guys are definitely special players on the field. But the most important thing is how they are off the field. They're special guys. They do things the right way, and it was really awesome. Coach Smart was there and Coach Lanning were there. 2 guys that brought me there, and we all got a huge picture. with all the dogs in there. So it was pretty awesome, man. It was definitely a full circle moment, and like I said, the night went perfect.
Still, so they got Sauce, they got Jermaine, but I don't know, man. You guys may be the two best dressed at the whole entire at the whole entire draft. I'm looking at this suit, man, and you're walking through it, just the confidence beaming from you. What are the people in New York getting? Because I know your followers then went up in the New York area. What are the people in New York getting in Jermaine Johnson?
Oh, my God. I mean, like I'm going to keep referring back to my journey, man. It shows everything, resilience, you know, everything I've been through. You know, if I didn't love the game, I wouldn't be here. If I'm not what I know I am, I wouldn't be here. So, I mean, what I offer on the field, just watch the tape. It speaks for itself. But a lot of things that might get overlooked is what I bring, off the field. Like my effect in the locker room, everything, how I choose to walk every day. You know, I choose to touch people positively in any way I can.